Wide right.
Yep. Yep. There you go.
All right, post game starts now.
Yeah,
post game starts now.
All right.
Oh, what's going on, Philadelphia? 6-0 as we just watch a beautiful shank to the right. Head on out as the Philadelphia Eagles are yet again going to somehow not lose a football game. I can't believe it's happening as Miles Sanders gets the ball here with the last 1:04 and ticking right now. John Barchard, Vince Quinn, Taylor Cordatis, and everyone behind us at the Gatehouse here, whether you're watching on YouTube or on the podcast, we really appreciate it. 5 stars and the thumbs up really go a long way, whether you're watching or listening on either platform. Vince Quinn, goddamn, how are you? 6-0 going into the bye week.
I'm great. Dallas doesn't have the talent. They do not have the talent. They are not a competitive roster this year, and they suck ass. All the Dallas people out of the mentions. I mean, get out of here. This team is, the coaching sucked today from this team for half of the game. Second half, they mostly sucked at coaching. They still kick Dallas's ass because they're just better in every way, and congratulations to them. They're 6-0 going into the bye. What a great place to be.
Vince Rizzuto also joining the postgame show. What's up, buddy? How are you? PhillySportsRibs.com.
Did we start the postgame show before the game?
Absolutely,
right, we did, Vince. This game's over, baby. 26-17 with 58 seconds left.
So how do you feel about taking a bunch of idiots to back to Phoenix for the Super Bowl, buddy? 6-0 into the bye. Did you believe it was possible when we started the year?
I honestly have started to talk to charter flight companies about flights to.
Yeah, let's go.
And
let's go.
I'm not trying to be cocky, but like the customers want the option.
Yes,
and
I want the option.
When the customers want something, they get it. And his team's impressive, and they made a lot of mistakes tonight, but they're still killing it. And it's amazing to see.
Yo, Jason Kelce, right there, as we're doing the post game, I saw it happen. Was not happy with whatever was just going on and is starting a fight right before this thing is ending here. Yeah, that was Stoll's getting jacked up. If Jason Kelce's mad, it's probably a bad idea, right?
Yeah.
My goodness.
What kind of cheap shot bullshit are they trying to pull is my question.
There's Jamie again. There's Jamie again for like the ninth time.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
He's been all over this goddamn broadcast. That's amazing.
Philly Sports Guy has been outstanding.
God, I love Jamie.
A 15-yarder on the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, Jamie! It's ridiculous.
I want to see what happened here. So
That's
Kelce goes in and finishes his block, and then that's it. Like he's just, it's on from there.
It looked like Kelce was doing a little bit of like, I'm going to put your nose in it, and then he did. Oh, man.
I love this.
You know what?
He really does hate the Cowboys.
Baby.
Yeah.
Put the nose in it. They can eat shit. We're so much better than them. Cooper Rush sucks. That storyline is completely over with. You can't say a word about it. I was talking to Taylor a little bit earlier.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Nicky.
Oh, wow. He just get out of the fucking game. Fuck you from Nick Sirianni,
yes,
too.
Beautiful.
He has got the death eyes on. What is going on?
Absolutely vile. And now they're laughing about it. They're a bunch of fucking losers. Yeah, they're a bunch of losers. So this game's over.
Victory
They're going to kneel this
formation.
thing out now. And, of course, they're trying to take a shot at Jalen before they can kneel it out.
Dallas sucks,
The loser energy through the roof from Dallas here to close this game out.
Oh, all right, Dallas.
Love it.
Good luck. But Dak is back, guys.
Dak is back.
Yeah.
Good luck to them. They do have the Lions and the Bears, and who cares because they're not 6-0 as the fireworks are going off at Lincoln Financial Field.
Go!
And that is the beauty of where we're at. The Gatehouse has been amazing to us. And Vince, I was telling you, like all throughout this, both Vinces, this is. I don't know what the formula is for the Eagles. I don't know if it's the NFC just being weird. I don't know if it was the NFL not scoring a ton of points in the first.
It's accountability, John.
It probably is. It probably is accountability to get to 6-0. But like, this was another typical Eagles win. A big pocket of plays in the first and second quarter. You score in the second quarter. You have the lull in the third. One big drive in the fourth quarter to knock it home, and that's been pretty much it. Like, I don't think Jalen was overly impressive. I don't think anything was overly impressive. Do I give a flying fuck? Not at all. That team is 6-0, and Jalen's been playing great.
When they need to score, they score.
And when they need to score, they score.
Yeah, 100%. Their clutch gene is through the roof this year so far. I mean, offense, defense, you can even say Milton Williams, who I did DM during this game to find out if he blocked the kick last week.
Still waiting for confirmation.
He did.
No, he's dying to get back to me, Taylor. He loves the show. So, Milton, let me know. But either way, to have that ability to run those long drives as the Philly sports guys on again, it's ridiculous. They might as well pay him to be on the broadcast. But for all of that they were able to do, I mean, what a win. It's what a win, because the first half you get a great defense, and particularly defensive line. They were causing all this havoc. It didn't matter. Left, right, middle of the field, they found slants again and again early in answer to a question that we had last week about the Arizona game. It's, why is everything to the outside? Why is it all these short screens? So they make all those corrections from week to week, and now it's going to be a lot over the bye week of how do they make that correction from half to half.
Hey, guys, happy bye week.
Happy bye week.
You guys are undefeated for 2 more weeks. When you think about it, 2 more weeks from now, we'll be back at the Steelers tailgate here.
Right here.
One night before that is Fan Fest. So rest up, boys.
We got a long
because
week.
that weekend is going to be incredible. And go Phillies, go Union, and thanks for everything you guys do for us and everyone else.
Yeah. Thank you, Vince Rizzuto, PhillySportsTrips.com, for hanging out and doing that. And that is exactly right, man. I mean, like, it is where this team is going to end up is going to be great, because not only did they go through, like, the normal victory stuff, but they also went through the damn same struggles of, I mean, we're losing Lane Johnson for the majority of this game here, you know?
Yeah,
and
second half he wasn't in.
I thought that's where you saw the Cowboys get right back into it, is they had an opportunity to go up against Driscoll, put Parsons basically right on him. I don't know what took them so long to finally, like, slide Goddard over there and be like, oh, yeah, let's not do that anymore, but that allowed them, and that was what the Cowboys' forte and formula has been for their side too, is, you know, just like the Rams last week, let's just go find a hole in and let Cooper Rush not screw this thing up for a drive. And back-to-back drives there, I mean, I think we're all feeling a little tension, right? That's that thing that I don't really know what the Eagles' offense or mode or whatever that is in the third quarters. You know, they got to get rid of that, but this defense is so awesome. And Chauncey Gardner going out with, I think, a separated shoulder, coming back in. 2 picks for him tonight.
2 picks.
It's just this. You're gonna slap me in the face so hard, and it's welcome. It is so welcome. This defense has been on fire, man. It's unbelievable.
Well, they're coached well.
Derek Gunn was suspecting it was a pec injury.
Is that what it was?
Oh.
Okay. Even more so like, you know,
Yeah.
come back in with the
Whatever
the
because that
cortisone
second
pec
pick
shot.
in particular, I mean, Taylor mentioned it during the broadcast. He got that at like the last possible second. That was a hell of a play by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. But for Dallas, that's the thing. Cooper Rush got exposed. Like, this was a team that could only run the ball.
Did he? It got exposed.
Yes.
That guy sucked. It was just,
Well, they covered for him. Oh, no, they covered for him all game. All game it was, we're going to run the ball. It's the only thing that we can do. We're going to throw it 5 yards. It's the only thing we trust him to do, some rollouts. But when it got to a point where he had to drop back and pass the ball, he sucked. He sucked. And that's why it fell apart so quick. And that's why when you go to the coaching, too, this game should have been over earlier.
Big time.
Because being up like 20-0, 20-3, and letting that guy lead an offense for multiple drives back into that game is patently ridiculous. I mean, that's Jonathan Gannon. It's a terrible job of putting pressure on the defensive front. You need to have at least 5 down linemen there when that is a base formation that you run out of. It's one of the most common things that you do. That needs to be a bigger emphasis, and they need to clean that up.
Big time. And you know how serious the Eagles are right now? Somebody that never tweets just tweeted. Fly, Eagles, fly. Anybody want to take a guess on who that might be? It is a cultural icon. No, a sports cultural icon in this city that said, fly, Eagles, fly.
Okay, so the
Joel Embiid.
The man who drafted him, Sam Hinkie.
Ooh.
Fly, Eagles,
He's
fly.
on the trade. Let's
right
go.
now at 11:27 p.m. That's how serious this fucking team is right now. Like, it's unbelievable to be on top of the world like this. And we're sitting here nitpicking for a good reason. And I don't think what you said is off base at all. Like, you could have crushed this team and broken their soul if you. Yeah, I didn't understand that. Of like, there's this holdup of like, what are we gonna do? Let's make sure we don't make a mistake against Cooper Rush. Like, who cares? You could have sent 7 the entire game and I think been fine. And what killed them was, the running game. And I think that's been a big miss for this like Eagles defense. And guess what? I don't really think it's that much of a miss. Like, you said this during the broadcast. They had to go right back to that old Dallas Cowboys formula of running the ball really good, keeping the opposing defense off. Then, like, didn't work. Like, it didn't work. The Eagles had almost, a third of a time of possession by the time you got to that latter half of the second half. So, yeah, man, I mean, there were – I don't understand the non-aggressiveness either, but, like, it's just a – you don't need to be, I guess, either, right?
It's a weird reflex because, like, even if it's like, oh, well, we're up a bunch, we're going to prevent the big play.
Yeah.
Well, they're killing you for, like, 3 drives straight from not giving them the big play. So, ultimately, if you're giving up a touchdown, what's the difference? What's the difference? Like,
right.
that's the coaching stuff, and that's where the criticism goes. But the talent on this team,
unreal.
Again and again and again and again and again, the talent on this team is unbelievable. And when it was Cooper Rush passing, all the breakups from these guys, Darius Slay coming in, getting his hand on a ball. I think it was Edwards that tipped the ball that became the first Chauncey Gardner interception. So just all those guys, and then late in the game, offensive line, even with backups, Jack Driscoll coming in there, he settles down a little bit again. They also ran away from him, which was smart. They ran to the left a lot.
Yep.
But fine, do that. Sua Opeta comes in really late for Dickerson. Fine. Ride your horses. They ran the ball. Dallas did run 5-6 guys. You know what I mean? It was like they stacked the line of scrimmage, but they were so good they were able to execute it anyway. That is elite kind of stuff right there.
Well, and that, even more so of like how good the talent is and this offensive line is that you're able to do that. Like, again, the QB sneaks, and even Leighton Vander Esch, who timed it up perfectly. I totally think he would have been got flagged for targeting if he landed that shot anyway. But, all that stuff is just, they're so fucking good that they can get a yard every time on a QB sneak that, like, they allow themselves, the coaching staff, such like a wide variety of mistake football because they can come right back to that at any time. Like, how disoriented they were right up until that point. But it's like, nope, let's just go back to the Stoutland thing. And I guarantee you, Stoutland took over and be like, I got this, guys. Let's just give me this drive. And it was all on the ground. It was Sanders and Gainwell. Even Taylor Cordatis yelled out, and I did too. 3rd and 4. Here's Gainwell. And you go and make the first down. You're going, no, what are you doing?
They
okay,
got
fine.
So lucky on that call.
Yeah.
It felt so bad in time, too. It felt so bad.
It was awful.
Unless, of course, that was like they had set up earlier in the game that they, I think, ran on 3rd and 5, then went for it on 4th down. So if they were setting something up like that, fine. Kenny gets it anyway. But, like, Sanders, great, another great game for him, too. And I don't want to just stay on the ground here, but, like, towards the end, God, the play where Smitty is busting wide open, brilliance because of all that. You're running. They track Jalen. All 3 of the defenders go with them. They cover Miles Sanders too. Bang. And then just wide open to end this game. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was great. And they also found A.J. Brown on that drive, which, that works. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's a surprise. But, yeah, it works.
He had the most receiving yards out of anybody today, though.
How many did he have?
64?
Or something like that. Yeah,
wow.
Pretty close to.
I mean, who else was catching the ball?
Well, nobody was catching the ball. That's the thing.
Goddard. And
the execution early. I mean, Smitty caught a couple early, and outside of that, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that first drive or two, phenomenal, lighting everything up, sequencing and all, setting things up. The A.J. Brown play they ran that worked incredible for there. It was the fake handoff. A.J. runs across the
twice
formation.
That worked so
they
well.
ran it twice. It worked both times.
AJ, 5 receptions, 67 yards. Devontae, 5 for 44.
Yeah.
Goddard, 2 for 22. And Stoll with 1 for 21. So there was no receptions really going on today.
And I think only 25 passes or so from Jalen, too, which is, like, pretty light on that end. And, like, I don't know if it's, you know, I thought we just got over retrograde. Maybe it's still hanging out in the air or whatever it is. But, like, the entire NFL weekend of offenses wasn't great to begin with either. Like, it's still a little early in the season, but, you know, the fact that you can go right back to the run game anytime you want to set up a drive is pretty amazing.
Well, I think it's most of the league. Most of the league sucks this year. It's just offenses are really bad all across the. I don't know if that defenses are better. It's the simulated pressure stuff. They're adapting. I don't know what it is, but something's not clicking offensively across the league right now. And for the Eagles to be able to do this when they don't look hot for a half of a game all the time, I mean, that's amazing. That's an absolute gift. So you look around like Tampa Bay, their offense
what a mess.
Sucks.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers, their offense sucks. The 49ers are injured everywhere. They're not good right now. So, like, you're 6-0. You're pretty healthy. You're hitting the bye. The rest of your schedule's really weak. It's Super Bowl time, baby!
Wow!
It's time!
It is time, man. And, like, let's get into that for just a second, too. And if there's anything from the game that you want to bring up, or if we missed anything, let us know. 215-509-5833. I'm sure we'll be yelling a lot more on Tuesday. But, man, I'm only going to bring this man's name up one more time, and then I think we're just going to let it fade into oblivion here. But, like, Adam Schefter today specifically coming out and saying, okay, Carolina Panthers, or maybe it was a day or two ago, Carolina Panthers are ready to trade CMC, right?
Yeah.
It's just $1 million. Just $1 million. If you're only keeping him for this year, he's got dummy contracts. It's a guy that, and it doesn't have to be him, but I'll leave it there for a second. There is no one that can catch the football outside of the backfield, and that is killing me. Something like that I think is still the biggest element missing of this running game, because yes, the offensive line is going to be great, but there are going to be times where, like, Jalen needs another safety valve, and I don't think Miles is that guy, and I don't think Kenny's that guy. So, like, there has to be something that is coming out of the backfield, at least for me. That's why I think CMC. But in your guys' mind, what does this team need to kind of, like, all right, this might be overkill, this might be a need, but, like, I can't find the big thing.
The biggest need for me, it's the thumper running back. And I know Jalen for the goal line and whatever, but it's nice to have an actual running back on the team that can get tackled, fall forward, get 3-4 yards in physical, like, oh, you didn't really get the blocking on that play, so you fought and you just earned extra yards because you're just that good, you're that strong. Like, Miles follows the blocks and executes that really well now. But he's not that kind of guy, and we saw it all day today. Tony Pollard, Zeke, running through contact. The big value of A.J. Brown, yards after the catch. Dallas Goedert, yards after the catch. You're not getting yards after contact at running back, and that's something that they could shore up with a lot of guys that are out there. Like Damian Harris, for whatever it's worth, Ramondre Stevenson's better than him. I mean, honestly, if I'm New England, I don't have a whole lot going on. I can get him. He's going to another conference.
Bailey's happy with like word.
Yes. Sorry, I'll leave him for Bailey. I'll leave him for Bailey's happy. But all I'm
they
saying
won
is,
again today too, didn't they? Yeah.
38 points. Come on.
Unbelievable.
All I'm saying is the last time a Patriots running back joined this team, we won the Super Bowl.
That's very
and
true.
It's time to repeat the cycle. Give me Damian Harris. He would be great.
I'm fine with that. As man, sports guy, the Philly sports guy has been all over our television tonight. I hope you've seen him on TV as well. But yeah, like Taylor, anything that in your mind that, I mean, pass rusher is the only real true thing that I would say you should always be looking for. But outside of that,
I'd go that way too. I mean, McCaffrey, just for reception sakes, does make a ton of sense. But
yeah.
I don't.
It's $1 million. Well, a friend of mine put it to us perfectly. Let's just close our eyes one more time. Christian McCaffrey's on the Buffalo Bills. Are we laughing anymore? Probably fucking not. If he's on the Chiefs, are we laughing anymore?
Well,
probably not.
The Bills have little to none run game. That's the difference.
Right. But nor do they need it, really, I guess.
I can't see him in an Eagles uniform.
I mean, it's crystal clear.
No,
I'm with Vince.
Right?
Yeah.
Marcus Epps has to change his number. I like it. It's great. I can totally see
just
that.
seeing the guy and McCaffrey on the back of the jersey just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't. It's just not right. Like, he's going to get here and he'll get injured. I don't want him.
That's probably easy to do.
Because part of it is, and I know this is all negotiating bullshit, but they're saying, multiple first-round picks for Christian McCaffrey.
No one's doing that.
I'll give you a 3. I'm just not paying that much for a guy with an injury history like that.
$1 million. $1 million.
Yeah, but also, again, injury history. And if you're keeping him beyond this year and whatnot, I don't know. I don't trust running backs.
Keep Sanders' price down if you need to. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but if I can get another guy that's going to cost me nothing on an expiring deal, and I can get a comp pick back sooner rather than later because he's going to win the Super Bowl here, then yes, I'm good with that. I'd rather go that route. There's a lot of running backs out there. I mean, look, if it turns out that all these other running backs get traded, and then that naturally lowers McCaffrey's market, now we're talking. But if I'm getting a running back that's a quality back for like a 4th, which was what Jay Ajayi was, or a 5th, like that's the range that you generally see, that's where you go.
I think that's what he ends up going for. Like either that or, I guess same result, like Carolina knows that they're going to get a 3rd rounder if McCaffrey walks the next year and signs with somebody that for $5 or $6 million. So I don't know. We'll see. This is what we've got 2 weeks before the trade deadline is out. I'm sure things will get somewhat spicy, but that's the problem, too. There isn't, like, a bad enough team to really do anything major. It's the other problem with the NFL right now. Like, it's just everyone's hanging around. There's no clear, like, wow, this team is dog shit.
Well, the Saints are 2-4, baby. Let's go. So you love to see that.
Colts are pretty bad.
Colts are pretty bad.
Yeah. Although they did just beat, I think they just beat Jacksonville today.
Yeah. And fucking Matt Ryan threw 58 times. So.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I actually listened to that on the radio for that game. I just really want to know what was going on.
Wow.
There isn't crazy enough like super bad teams. You go, all right, we'll start picking away from them. Other than the Carolina Panthers, and I know we've been on a Brian Burns kick with that too, and I don't think they're going to do that.
The Bears.
The Bears are, I mean, they're always ripe for the picking. Do we come back to the Raekwon thing? I think that's a too much of a luxury at this point.
Roquan Smith or Robert Quinn, is he still over there?
Robert Quinn's still hanging out over there.
I thought. It's hard to watch the Bears.
Hear me out. The Denver Broncos.
All right. Who we got?
Your boy that you wanted.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Fumble McGeesax.
Well, I mean, how much do they pay Khalil Mack? Because that would be pretty interesting.
Khalil Mack's a Charger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no. So
wrong AFC West team.
No, that's who they
Bradley
play.
Bradley Chubb is on an expiring deal.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we'll have some time to go through all of that.
Okay.
You know, so we can pick at that a little bit more because once we get through the bye anyway, it's basically trade deadline time anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, like week 8, week 9, week 10. It's like right in that range. So,
well, I'll even throw something ridiculous then out there. When do we start at least having the Dolphins conversation? Which week? It's too early right now. It's way too early. But how many wins do you go, okay, does it have to, like, do we have to get to 14, 15 before we're having the conversation?
14, 15 until we're at, wait, what conversation with the Dolphins?
The Dolphins, the 72 Dolphins. It's the 30th year anniversary. It's
wow,
still the
Mercury Morris
team.
has joined the show.
I'm just saying.
Do you want to crack this Hollis Thomas signed Coors Light to celebrate?
It's got to be lukewarm.
If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, we will crack this Hollis Thomas signed Coors Light.
We will.
But yeah, I mean,
when do we start talking about the streak?
Look,
that's all.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're going to be having that conversation very soon. I mean, Pittsburgh sucks. I know they beat Tampa. They suck.
Yep.
So yeah, we're going to have
10
plenty
wins. 11.
I think 7 or 8.
Yeah, I mean we're pretty close to there.
There's only so much you can like deep dive on, especially once the trade deadline comes and goes too. Then I mean you're talking like week 11.
Yeah.
They're 10-0 by week 11. That's all we're talking about.
Joel Embiid, LaShawn McCoy at the game tonight here too.
Can we talk about how LaShawn McCoy's the biggest Eagles cheerleader out of nowhere?
Like just suddenly it's like, oh, you're gonna put my name up in the rafters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just been kind of what's been incredible about this entire weekend too, right, guys? Like it's just these two fellas right here. Me and Vince Quinn thought the Phillies were dead. Now they're about to go.
3 of us.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Taylor thought it was there too. My bad. Now they're going to the NLCS. I don't think a lot of people expected this team at least in the offseason, up until A.J. Brown was traded for, that they were going to do much of anything. The Sixers are gearing up again. I don't know what the Flyers are doing ever. I don't really care, but like
no one cares.
It's kind of this is massive energy that you're sending. Like there hasn't been home playoff baseball here in 11 years, and you can fucking feel it. Like I knew this game was a win on Saturday when the Phillies clinched. I knew this was going to be fine. You know, like there's just something about the momentum here, and I feel like if the Phillies keep doing their thing and the Eagles keep doing their thing, they're just going to reach a massive crescendo by the time we even talk about 9, 10, 11 wins in a row, whatever it is.
The Union, too, is all this is going on. The Union have a playoff game on Thursday.
Right.
So, yeah, energy is completely insane right now. Everybody's hitting in the best way. It's cool to see a guy like Joel Embiid show up to games like this. You know, he was at the Phillies game, too, when they won.
Well, and I bring that up because, like, do you think, I mean, more than likely, Nick Sirianni is bringing up the Phillies in their meeting rooms, right? He's at the games. He's trying to be involved in all this. I think he's trying to feed the flames of all this. Be like, hey, guys, look what's going on across the street. Those guys just won 88 games or whatever it is. It's nothing, and they're almost in the dance. And look at what we have in front of us and all that. Like, I think it's great that everybody's mingling in, and Daryl Morey's hanging out with Howie Roseman, and, like, there's just this – I don't know. There's this interconnective shit going on that I fucking love, and that does. It's rare does this stuff happen, you know.
Yeah, this is.
And I'm not a big Phillies. We're not Phillies fans.
Not
in the least.
No.
So go Cubs, go. By the way, you're welcome for the fucking seating. But like that, I love this. Despite whatever we're gonna bitch about for the next couple of weeks, this is just. You can't match this. You really can. And this does feel like 17. I'm just going to comment. I mean, like, if you don't feel that way by now, what the fuck? You were even saying during the broadcast you thought this was going to go the Chicago Bears way for a second. They're going to be dancing and doing the electric slide on the field. First in the first
I mean,
half.
they had a couple of picks early. They were up like 20-0. I'm thinking, holy shit, there's no reason for them to not run away with this game. And then, you know, coaching. So it went great. But, yeah, like, this is their floor, man.
They're
not playing complete games. So what are they going to do when they get a complete game on somebody? It's going to be a massacre.
Can we talk about November?
Please. Let's run through the schedule.
Houston.
Oh,
win.
Which will be there. Yeah. Which, by the way, could be while the fucking Phillies are playing the Astros in the World Series at the same time. Crazy.
Commanders at home.
Yeah, massive win.
So there's another win. So that's 8-0. Got it.
At Colts.
9-0. We'll be there for that one too. We're going to see
add Pittsburgh in there too, because that's
that's right.
So 10-0.
That's 10-0. Yep.
And Aaron Rodgers comes to the link.
Mopey, miserable. It's all my receiver's fault, and nothing has to do with me. And that is a win.
Aaron Rodgers has cut his hair and shaved his mustache by that point too. I think just has a total meltdown. Yeah, man. I mean What's after that?
The Titans come to the link.
Okay, maybe that's your first loss, but I doubt it. Maybe that's like is that the toughest team that's left on the schedule?
Here comes John's loss.
The New York Giants in December.
Yes,
there's your loss.
They're not that talented.
They aren't.
They're not.
But
it's the same thing.
They'd be a much better looking team if Brian Daboll's coaching that offense with Cooper Rush.
Dallas has way more talent than the Giants do.
Yes, well, that is true.
There's a great bounce back game because you go to Chicago.
Yeah, that's an automatic. Like maybe there's one loss on the schedule. It's pretty insane.
And then we go to Jerry World,
Christmas Eve.
And then
win.
And then the Saints, and then
win, and the draft pick status goes way up.
And then Dable comes to the link for the last game.
Pretty damn good schedule. All indeed. And you know what's even better than that, guys? Like tonight was, speaking of like gassing each other up and getting the vibes of everything. Shout out to Nanks for flying all the way out from Australia with you and your beautiful partner Jess and their two friends from New York. We had Gorby out from Ireland who flew out here, who did the typical Irish hi and goodbye. He was here for 5 seconds.
I didn't even see him. Yeah. So hi, Gorby.
Please, God, hang out and say hi if you're here.
Yeah, you can stop me and say hello. Like, if you come to the tailgates, I'm running around like an idiot filming stuff and posting it on Instagram. That's all I'm doing pretty much.
It. You can stop him at any time.
You can go, hey, Vince, hi, I listened to the show. I hate your takes, but I listened to the show. That's fine. I'm happy to talk to you.
And then we also had Sergio coming out from...
And Batman!
There he is! There he is, Barney Pearlstein, baby!
Let's fucking go!
Fired up!
How did they finish off that game? They ran the ball.
Ran the ball. Let's go.
We were just at perfect timing because it was Nanks, it was Gorby, it was Sergio from, or not, was it Sergio? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was Sergio from Reno, Nevada, who came out and hung out. I mean, it's just been basically everyone in our Discord, everyone in our text line. It's been a humongous, amazing, freaking a couple of weeks here at the Gatehouse, and Barney was at the game.
Back from a couple weeks ago.
Hey,
What's up?
What's the sign for today? What do we got?
Yeah, can you come over here?
Yeah,
can you come over here and show
right
us
over
the
here.
sign?
So this is
Dad
our
here too.
Oh, awesome!
Hey, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Dad's
Welcome back. And we've got we're 5 for 5 down. We're a city
down 95.
Oh, down 95. That's awesome. We're a city of winners. We're going to eat the Cowboys for dinner. we show up, we show out. 6-0. How about it? How about it? I'm going to hold this sign up to the camera. Is that okay?
Yeah, we just want to show our friends out on YouTube.
This is pretty amazing.
There we go.
Sign girl number 2 is coming on out. And what did you? What is this officially your second game of all time then for the Eagles? Second game, and how was the second one better than the first?
No.
What made the first one so special?
That they actually won. And also this time around, there was a lot of constant drama. They were about to go at it, actually fight at the studio, cursing at each other.
we saw it. It was getting a little tension up.
It got really nasty out there.
Glad you guys kept it cool out there, though. Thank you so much as always, and your sign is awesome. Please stop by anytime, okay? Awesome,
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks
Dad.
For bringing
Appreciate
it by, Dad.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, Barty was in there too.
How was the energy in there, pal, by the way, before we go?
So that was great energy. I mean, remember the DC game? It was like that on crack. So just imagine that stadium just filled with Eagles fans. It was impressive.
Yeah.
It died down a little bit in the third when they started coming back, but then, as soon as we got those turnovers, energy came right back.
Yeah, it felt it. Kelsey got into a few rumbles towards the end there.
Yeah.
Love to see that.
Bunch of turnovers.
And there's Nick's right there. We were just talking about you. Come over here real quick.
Yeah, not sure if the bar's still open, but
yeah, it might have shut itself down. We'll deal with that in 1 second. But Nanks, real quick, how was your first official game at the Link? Was that or second? Yeah.
No, first official game at the Link, first time in Philly. I'm not sure what else we could have needed, really. We got the win. We beat Dallas. We're still undefeated. Super Bowl! Super Bowl!
Oh!
Yeah!
For everyone that is tuned in tonight, thank you so much. Thank you to Nanks. Thank you to Barney Pearlstein. Of course, our fabulous producer and engineer, Mr. Taylor Cordatis. Vince Quinn, anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, I'll give a shout-out to Vince Rizzuto again for throwing the tailgate with us. Great job. Hollis Thomas joined us for the live stream.
Tank was awesome,
Tank was with us for 2 quarters. That was so great, so shout-out to Tank. Shout-out for everybody that joined us tonight. It was amazing. Can't wait to see you in the next couple of weeks here.
Bye week, rest up. We're going to have some fun stuff, so keep in tune. Definitely give us a text, 215-509-5833, because I might personally be texting you for something cool during the bye week.
I think you should do a Phillies bye week special.
Phillies bye week special.
I don't know. Just saying.
Watch a Phillies game?
Watch a Phillies game.
Actually,
Watch a Phillies game. There's a lot of cool things happening during the bye week.
Oh.
Bye week could have happened at a more perfect time, I think.
We would be such a shit show for baseball commentary.
Yeah, I'd be like, hurry it up already.
We get to relax on football a little bit, actually enjoy this playoff run. See this is his first game.
To be honest with you, the baseball playoffs have been awesome this entire weekend.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Just saying.
Go Phillies, go Union. Flyers will worry about you when we can, but most importantly,
go E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
See you guys. Bye-bye.